Hey folks, I'm back. What an exciting period of time it's been. I'm going to be working on some cool stuff for my all contributors for a repository package, which I'm going to tell y'all about in a moment. I'm just stashing some work from some other stuff behind the scenes. Waiting for folks to come in. I'm excited about this though. I feel like the all contributors project is really great, but there hasn't been as much action in it as I've really wanted. So having an action that fills in missing all contributors entries for a repository is great. I'm really into this. It's kind of a pain to have to do that manually. Just get that Ruby on screen. There you go. Cool. Seabed, Chrissy, you are first. Huh, my stream manager says no one here, but you're here somehow. How are you doing? What's new on your end? There we go. Ugh, I'm like messing around in behind the scenes. Not very good streamer right here. Okay. Cool beans. All contributors for repository issues. There we go. Nope, that's my other stuff. Jerry is always first. Jerry's not here. I don't know where he is. He's been running around a lot. I think he likes springtime too much. Jerry. Little boy. Also, hi Ryan. How's it going? Hey Bryce. How y'all doing? Nice to see y'all. Whew. Hello. All right. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and then get started. Just wanna check the old notifications and stuff. Gonna post my things. I've been reluctant to set up too many things, but I am gonna set up a project command. I forget who suggested it. Working on the what is it? All contributor for repository utility package that collects contribution types for a repo. Activate. Bang. Project. Boop. Cool. All right. Let's post on the socials. I'm on Blue Sky now. That's a thing. And Wheeler gave me an invite because we dressed up like birds at a conference together. That was very nice. Very nice. And now I have 3 social networks that I'm keeping track of. What a pain. Well. All right. Let's put that on the side. Cool. So, have I considered GitHub's accelerator program? I have. I applied. I don't think anything's happened since. Actually, did I apply? Maybe I didn't. Let me look into this, actually, since we're just now getting started. I thought I applied. Maybe I didn't. Well. Ooh, did I see TMUX here? Oh, HTMX. Cool. Yeah, no, it's either on my to-do list to apply or I applied. Good question, though. Good thing to bring up. Money is hard. Always. Cool. So let's talk about semantic PR titles. Actually, I'm thirsty. Sioli Neon, hello. Welcome. Let's go, all of us. Thank you for joining. All right, so I've got this repo, all contributors for a repository. It generates an all contributors list for an existing repo. Oh, someone new started it. It used to be just 2 stars. It's also on NPM, I want to say, just making sure I do have it published nicely. Here we go, yeah. And this is useful because I want to use it in a bot to... I guess this is... I should issue this as an issue. React Miami 10, thank you. If by 10 you mean horrible burn, then yes. React Miami was awesome, good time. So yeah, I'm just filing a quick little docs issue now. Mention all contributors auto action, because all contributors auto action is the project I made this package for. I just like having granular packages for things. So this package is mainly used for, let's mention it in the README. Wait, we met at that thing? What is your... I'm sorry, I don't know the mapping from your Twitch name to your real name. Who are you? Do we know each other? What? I hate and love this, mostly love, how there will be like these random people I meet in real life, and then some amount of time later, there will be a screen name online that just mentions them, and I'm like, shoot, I... Great, thank you. Cool. So yeah, let's do this. Let me git pull. Cool. So, oh my god, look at all those files in my desktop. Lol. All right. Cool. So all contributors for repository. Cool. So I want to mention this somewhere near the top. Let's see. Where do I want to put this? I already have like so many like random quote things in this. It's kind of hard to hard to imagine where I would mention this. But yeah, I want to mention somewhere in the README, and this README is already kind of overcrowded. It's a little unfortunate. I'll put it here before the usage. And for italics, see this tool in action with ahref. All contributors auto action. Boop, 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 boop. Love a little sparkle, a little pizzazz. There we go. I don't like how some Markdown viewers or HTML even viewers render emojis in italics. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, this is fine. Git checkout b mention all contributors auto action. Anyone do anything fun over the weekend, by the way? Ooh. I don't know why my PM lock changed, but that's not relevant to this current entry. Actually, let me just make sure this link is good to go. Yep, awesome. Hooray! So we got our little docs PR. What's that issue? This is my open source life, spending like random little 5-10 minute interludes just filling out docs. With sparkles. Sometimes I just don't know what to put as the PR description. Cool. Quick little all right, so what? Oh yeah, I should mention this. Quick little docs interlude. Boop, 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 boop. I've now probably like tripled. By the end of this, I will have tripled the amount of Blue Sky posts I've made, I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at that unfortunate title. That's not accessible. You should have a unique title per thing. All right, so we doing? Prettier's taking a little while. Come on, Prettier. 19 seconds to install things. What do you... Oh. Maybe I need to reset my lock file. Maybe that was a hint. Let's go to main. Anyone see this new VS Code theme, by the way? This is a whole thing. Saduki, welcome. We met. Yeah, you're the Saduki I met at Stir Trek. I love meeting people. Ooh, I'm sorry. The chat. Something is weird with the Twitch stream manager. I just got an influx of messages from the last like 5 minutes. Elliot, hello. You got some old friends. That's awesome. Surely, yay. Oh, PR on Linkfree. Yeah, send me a good first issue, and I'd be happy to tackle it, especially if it's TypeScript related. I'm glad your weekend was good. Yeah, there he is, Saduki. Yes, the Twitch overlay was showing over. Great meeting you at Star Trek. Yeah. Whoa, what is this? You can wave at people? Is that a thing? Cool. By the way, what is this butter emoji getting around? Why is this a thing now? Butter in the chat? What's happening? I just want to know. I don't want to be out of the loop. The me command. Oh. Oh, is this Jutanium's thing? Ooh, Tailwind. Spicy. Oh, it's on Astro? Yeah. Amused. This is Jutanium's thing. Cool. Yeah, so for those who are like, what the heck is going on? Dan Jatan, aka Jutanium, is making a like, how would you describe this consultancy thing for docs or developer docs? He would probably take issue with the admittedly inaccurate words I'm using. You built it. Awesome. Of course, it's on Astro. You'll give more info soon. Cool. Well, yes, +1 to shouting out. Thank you. All right. So the thing. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. This is very interesting stuff, and I'm highly amused. The thing that I actually wanted to work on today is, so I have this little utility package that, given a repo, generates an all contributors list. So like given whatever template-typescript-node-package, this is an incomplete list, of course, but it would say like John Riley has contributed bug and code, Josh Goldberg has contributed maintenance tool, and so on. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get every single type of contribution statically. There are some things that you'll just never be able to get from the git/github history, events API, and so on. But gosh darn is it annoying having to remember the obvious stuff. So I want to automate this at least as much as I can. So I made a GitHub action, contributors auto action, that pulls in from this and then fills things in automatically. So right now, this all contributors for a repo package can detect these types of things, like bug, anyone who filed an issue, accepted as labeling PRs, and a bug. Oh, I never actually documented options in the README, whatever. I'm not going to do another tangent. So the issue I want to tackle now is, at the moment, this just assumes that if there is a merge pull request, you've contributed code. Just default no matter what, always. But that's not actually accurate to like the all contributors spec. Like what if it's like a docs PR? And fortunately, all the repos that I maintain and like what a lot of people do is stuff like semantic PR titles, where if you look at the history from things that like I do, like I'll do like docs : ... or I don't know, code something. Let me look up template-typescript-node-package to see what I've actually merged. Yeah, docs, tor, fix, docs, tor, and so on. So actually, let me look up the list of conventional commits, like the type of things. So what are the types? Okay, so I believe I use Angular. That's just like a good starting convention. Convention, yeah. Commit convention is Angular. That's just like a good default one a lot of people use. Living in a van, hello. Welcome. I'm back in GitHub Action Space. How you doing? So like build, chore, CI, docs, style, refactor, perf, test. Okay. So I'm actually going to post this in the issue and in the bug. Use effect is missing dependency. Oh yeah, I'm always down to fix a missing user dependency hook. Thank you, Chrissy. Hey, I might contact you in advance for some help, since I know you're all up in there with PR compliance actions. Cool. So just posting the issue, doing a bit of research. The Angular convention used in my templates has this list of types. Come on. And is there like link docs for that? So I'm just gonna link those docs together. Boop, boop, boop. Where is the, here we go. Here's the list. All right, there we go. So I'm crawling this because I'm going to need it in my code. So let's see. Can I grab the raw? I'm just going to quote this. Man, I wish the GitHub Markdown editor was like a little more IDE-y, right? Can't remember if I'm using refined GitHub Actions or whatever. I'm sure there's an extension somewhere that does it, but. All right. So this is a list of types that, like, in my PR or in my repos should be used for the pull request. And you know what? I've actually not been doing a good job of keeping to this. Like, I've been using chore for like a bunch of stuff, whereas I should have been using like CI or test or like stuff that's more, I don't know, specific or informative. So if we look at the all contributors emoji key, I'm gonna basically need to mapping from each of those conventional commit types to the all contributors emojis types. All right. Oh, I'm gonna make a GitHub Markdown table. Here we go. They're like fancy generators you can use, but whatever. Angular all contributors. All right. So we got, you know what, I'm gonna move this to VS Code so I can do fancy schmancy auto formatting. Watch this. Look at these. Auto select with Command Shift L. Right key. Alt Shift right to copy. Paste. Multi select. Boom. To do. Look at that. Auto format. Ah, oh, so nice. All right. So on the left we have the Angular thing, and on the right we have what I need to convert it to, like figure out the equivalent. So let's see. We already have code as like the general thing. So I think like code would be the general all contributors. Let's see. Docs is, okay, this overlap is starting to annoy me. Multi-editing, let's go, Sudoku. Yes, so powerful, so good. Truly like the best way to live your life as a coder. Just so efficient. All right, so doc. Let's see. Okay, so this has always confused me. Infra versus maintenance. Infrastructure is like hosting, build tools, etc., which I think is. So yeah. By the way, if anyone has any suggestions for how to fill this in, please let me know. I'm just like going off my gut here. Tests, which amusingly is not even rendered in my version of Chrome plus Mac. Little yield sign emoji, which is like an older one somehow. I always forget the history of this, but it's a whole thing. So test is test. Style is. What is style? Changes that don't affect the meaning of the code. Do we even want? I don't know. Maybe maintenance? It's not design. Design is like iconography, logo, etc. I don't know if there's an equivalent for style. I'm gonna skip for now. I refactor. I'm just gonna put that for code. You know what? I'll just put style as code. So code is pretty much the default fallback. So like fix is, yeah, that's not its own thing. So fix is code. Perf is code. I think there's no specific one for perf. Ornaments. Code. And then build. What is build? Build system or external dependencies. That's also infra. So what is different? Okay, so build and CI are both pretty much infra. Okie dokie. Also, I want a little fancy schmancy. Oh, look at this. Gonna multi-select, then give these friends a nice little, whoa, what language mode is this? ASCII doc. I haven't used that in ages. Okay. Fun fact, my book, Learning TypeScript, was written in ASCII doc, the format. That's what O'Reilly uses. Cool. But the colons aren't rendered because it's a markdown table. I don't know why. Oh, right. I forgot to use the little backtick tilde friends. Okay. Fun fact, Command-Shift-P on Mac switches between write and preview, Control-Shift-P on Windows. All right, so Angular is left, Welcome to Jupyter's right. Boop. Cool. So let's start looking at the code. I'll start my TypeScript in watch mode. I feel ready to start working on this. So I noticed in here, or noted in here, that we already do a collect on line 40 of collect index.ts. So we've previously collected all the merged pull requests, which is directly sourced from collect merged pulls, which just runs the OctoKit's request for get search issues, which slightly confusingly in GitHub searches for issues and pull requests because the two are like somewhat the same data format. So ignoring all these like helper utilities and whatnot, basically each of the merged pulls is something with like a URL, repo URL, title, and so on. So right now these are all hard-coded to code. So const type equals, well, for starters, I can refactor these to type. There we go. Its own variable, but actually, I've definitely seen this in another repo of mine. There's a way to split out the title or the semantic commit type whatever from the title. I used it in my should semantic release repo. Same database, same table. That's amusing and not super surprising. Like that makes a lot of sense. Where is my package? There it is. PRs have commits associated. I don't know. I think that's nifty. You know, it's like kind of a cool way of doing things. Are discussions also in the same table then? Or is that like its own other thing? My guess is they're not because like they have threads and issues and PRs don't have threads, which has been like a pain in the butt. And I'm guessing they would have just added threads in that table if they could have, but I don't know these things and it's old, relatively older code. So anyway, conventional commits parser, which has its own @types package. Index keys are in. What do you mean by same space? That is fascinating to me. All right. So conventional commits parser, by the way, is oh yeah, because by space you mean like the IDs auto increment? Yeah. Yeah, if you work fast. Cool. So import parser from conventional commits parser, no equal from. All right, cool. Out of curiosity, how do I do this in my should semantic release thing? Let's look for parser. Aha. I just like having the same import style across different repos, you know? So conventional commits. Oh, wait. Did they move the package or rename, or did I get the wrong package or something? Why is one under the namespace, one not? Well, one of these is namespaced 2 years ago with some missing images, and one is 1 year ago. So I'm just going to go with the newer one. Love to see it. Ooh, you want to link those? What dependencies are you talking about? All right, so I got my conventional commits parser, and I just need to, how do I use this in this other thing? .sync. Sync merged pull .title. Look at that. Beautiful. And if we don't get the type, what is type? Come on. Yeah, commit. Oh, it's a member of an object. And type is, it might not exist, so it's or undefined. So I'm going to say it defaults to code. And type is fancy JavaScript syntax. There you go. If you do the like destructuring with an equals, it treats a null as truthy, or rather it will not replace it if it's null with the default value. So question mark it is. Okay. So this honestly should be it, I think. I don't know if there's a great way of testing this. I have like almost no unit tests in this thing. So yeah, maybe I'll just maybe I'll refactor this to a function. Let's say like for, yeah, I'll refactor this for const author. Let's say const authors type equals parse merged pull. Yeah, let's do that. Merged pull. Let's make a function for this that I'll split out later. So instead of doing contributors.add, we do like const authors string. So this is a little less memory efficient or whatnot, but the nice advantage is we don't have to, I don't know. We don't have to do it all in one place. We can unit test individually, and I'm realizing I don't really need to do the type here either, so I'm just going to do my parse merge pull authors. So type goes here, authors go there. Authors.add. Contributors.add, which is a contributors collection, which is this utility class I made that lets you add logins that are string undefined. Okay, cool. So, so instead of contributors.add, we get authors.push. And we don't care about type in here. And all we care about is merged pull, which is body user. Login string. You know what? What I find irritating is the GitHub AutoKit types are super fancy, dynamically generated, and you know what? That just makes them hard to work with. So merged pull is merged pull's type. Where's the type definition? Yeah, it's this fancy thing. All right. Like merged pulls. Merged pull equals, what is this? Return type, awaited, return type of collect merged pulls. So what is this now? This is, here we go. Some fancy TypeScript magic that says, give me the type of this function, give me the return type of that thing, whatever it is awaited, because it's returning a promise, and then if that's an array, since it's an array, give me the thing at each value. Okay, cool. So now I can refer to merged pull as a merged pull. And then this is actually author string or undefined. Cool. So for const author of authors, author contributors.add author type. Yay! Look at this. And now I can split this bad boy off into its own file. So move to do file. And amusingly, I haven't actually split out the thing I wanted to unit test. I wanted to unit test the like type parsing logic, but you know what? This is fine. I'll do penance by just testing these things. Love me some unit test. Let's get some imports here. Describe, parse, merged, pull authors. It returns nothing when the pull request is blank. Here's another sweet little TypeScript tip. This only uses 2 of the properties of merged pull. It uses user and body. So I'm gonna pick merged pull, body, or user. Look at that nice little autocomplete. Which means in my tests, I don't have to provide an object that has a bajillion fields on it. All the things in merged pull, like URL and repo URL and so on. I can just provide let's say, you know what, I'm gonna just result equals parse merge pull authors. Body can be undefined and user can be null, let's say. And if I hadn't done this, if I had done like just merge pull, it would have requested. Wilfred doesn't write code. What are you doing here? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by. How are you doing? I love your Twitter bio, by the way. Mediocre software engineer. Great. Who isn't? All right. So let's see. Expect results to be. Never remember if it's to be or to equal or whatever they want. So let's go to equal. I am great. I'm writing some code. I'm happy. Blank. You know what? So I don't even know what I would title this because I'm just gonna it.each this. So just because it's been a little while and I see that a few new people, including you, hello, welcome. Bang project. I'm working on parsing out authors, like separating a unit test for parsing our authors from a GitHub pull request from the GitHub API. And then I'm going to later use that in the issue described. So yeah, I'm just writing a unit test for this parse merge pull authors. So I'm using vtests it.each. So given body let's say, yeah, body undefined user null. We want undefined. So given, I forget, returns, I forget how these were formatted, but anyway, it's merge pull and then expected, let's say. So now what I'm doing is setting up a matrix of tests. So I could, in theory, have like a whole bunch of these. And look at this, merge pull and then the expected. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's login. Does that work? Yay, look at this. You're not new. Oh, what was your old name? Also, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Shout out. Wilfred doesn't write code. Ending with Wilfred. Ah, that makes sense. Cool. So now it's complaining because body is the it.each types are always confusing and annoying to me, but I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so user is supposed to potentially contain all these things. Oh my god. Annoying. I'm just gonna use merge pull for authors, which just is like body merge merged pull. I think it's just a string, and then user login string. No, let's just go with this, because it's difficult writing a TypeScript type that like recursively selects partial things. Oh, you met in Siobhan's stream. Awesome. Hello again. Cool. So yeah, this is happy. TypeScript's happy. Everyone's happy. Cool. So if the body's undefined, user is ABC1, let's say. Excuse me. Water break. Alright, so let's say I have a body that includes feet something. That should still just give nothing, but the reason why we check the bodies is if there's a co-authored by DEF456, then we want to include that in the result. Am I going to do the link-free PR? Yeah, I want to get through this stuff first. This has been bugging me, and this is actually useful to me, but I'll definitely get to the link-free PR. If not this stream, then the next one. I'm like kind of excited about it. Thanks again for mentioning. Yeah. And I also, just looking at my code, I see if there's no body, we ignore. If there is a co-authored by, but it doesn't have an @ then that's another case to handle. So I'm just gonna, not a GitHub username. So I'm just gonna make sure that that still works and is covered by tests. Aha. Cool. So this doesn't actually work in TypeScript types right now. It's like a long-standing bug in TypeScript that if you do .filter parentheses Boolean, it doesn't actually filter it to string. So I'm gonna like have to do this silly thing of like write in as truthy type. So author is string author. There we go. So now this returns just string array, so I can remove undefined from here. There you go. Very nice. In theory, I could have this function return an array of string or undefined, but that just doesn't make sense. Like why would someone calling this function want an undefined in the array? It's a leaky abstraction or whatever you would call it. All right, cool. How's my website coming along? Thank you for asking. I have been procrastinating getting back into it. It's at that like 90% done state where I'm just like, I don't want to do it. But yeah, once I get through this all contributor stuff and a few other things, I want to get back into the website. I'd really like to get that working. And for those who are curious, I've got it deployed on Vercel still. I'm going to remove this little horizontal animation on the squigglies. I realize I actually hate it, but I will keep the squigglies. I need to do a better job photoshopping this. All this stuff. Little animations. Yeep. But all right, this is looking good. I'm curious and test what my coverage level is. Oops. See if there's a, all right. Let's see, coverage index. All right, it's up to 32.39% as opposed to, where is it? What is it right now? It's not very good right now. 22, all right, so 22 to 32%. That's, I am doing a lot of talks. Yeah, it's a little tiny. Also, check PR. It's bugging me that I don't have an actual unit test for this. I got my merged pulls. Maybe I can. I have faith in this code. Script. I'm just gonna YOLO it. Semantic type. Also check. Don't do what I do. Always unit test your code, etc., etc. PR semantic type, or I want to call this PR conventional commit type. Also check PR conventional commit type. One of the nice thing about writing a package that no one actually uses other than you is you can just kind of YOLO things, which is really nice. I like YOLOing. All right. Let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. Feature, ooh, number 6. I'm so used to working in bigger repos where it's like number 9001. Just number 6. Oh, I have to update the docs. Right. So let's look at the README. Computer types of oh wait, is it computer or code? Computer. I think it's code. I think this is a typo in the docs. What? Let's look at. Let's see. Yeah, it was code, not computer. Funny. All right, so I'm gonna put a superset or position or whatever you call it asterisk here. PRs. Detected are maybe I'll just copy. Oh my god, you know what? I like commented on the issue and I never actually I never did this thing. I never did the table. Man, this is why I push and then also like review things. So let's get reset. So none of you told me I was messing up. Test. Alright, so parse merged pull authors. Yeah, see, you know what? This is why I should have unit tested my code. Okay. So I'm gonna parse merged pull type. Merged pull dot title. And this I'm gonna make a new function. I'm gonna move to a new file. Look at all these fancy schmancy automatic commands. Okay. Conventional type equals and so by default return conventional type. If it exists, then we do like, I don't know, all contributors types conventional type, or yeah, I'm just gonna be fancy. I'm gonna make this as like a, I don't know, like a map. I don't know, like an object or something. Yeah, I'll just do like a map lookup. Yeah. And let's see, we got build becomes infra. Let's see, CI becomes infra. Docs becomes doc, and then test becomes test. Conventional type. Right. Cool. So this means I will get the conventional commits type, and if it exists, the all contributors types for that, or the code. You know what, I'm gonna just do a quick little fancy name mapping. So here we go. Oh, but now it's called, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Const type equals conventional commits parser dot sync. Cool. So now in my index, we're using parsed merged pull type. I'm going to move these into their own folder parsing because I like collecting stuff in a folder, and parse merged pull type gets its own test. Yay. Chat's been awful quiet recently. What are y'all up to? Is this making sense? Someone let me know if this is just like totally obscure and incomprehensible. I can slow down or explain or whatnot. Oh, you know what? I forgot to double check on the CLI that like my auto-generated titles are using the right thing. Okay, cam test. So like if I like cause one of these things to mess up, let me just see what the test title is. Given this thing returns, ooh, yeah, look at that. Now if I do this fancy formatting, ooh, I like the J formatting more. Okay, so that looks good. All right, parse merged pull type. And given a blank string, I want to return code. Oop. Is this, so I guess a PR must have a title. That's cool. TIL. This thing crashes if the PR title is, or commit title is mine. Okay. Char, so char becomes code. Let's see. Build becomes infra. Build colon. Fix a thing. Becomes infra. CI becomes infra. Docs. And then test. These all work. You're all happy. Who's actually not happy? Let's see. Okay, so if you don't have a thing, a title after the commit. Okay, Kevin, welcome. A relaxing walk in the beautiful weather. That is awesome. My word, I love it. So I guess chore needs a thing too. Okay, little title. I'll get commit, amend, no, edit, get push, force. Cool, so now all I have to do, I have to document the readme. From the API. Additionally, the code. Additionally, based on PR conventional commit titles, let's see, do I have that issue link? In the Angular convention. In theory, someone could ask to have like a different convention, but that's it's a whole other can of worms. Where is my code? So I'm going to say that based on the type of thing, someone might want to, or someone might receive a different, will be treated as an whatever contribution. Hey, Adjective Allison, welcome. I'm doing great. I'm plugging away code. Life is good. How you doing? Build and CI. All other PRs will be treated as code contributions. Including those without a conventional title. Very, very exciting stuff, this doc. Okay. So let me finally make this pull request so I can link it in the chat, post it on the socials. So let's see. I'm just going to make a draft PR so I can link it here. I have to fill out that description. Love filling out a PR description. Whoop. Cut the PR up with unit tests and everything. Trigger warning. Inappropriate stuff in 3 seconds. I don't know why my what's happening on Twitter is including sexual abuse and sexual assault. I would have thought that someone competent in charge would make it so that that doesn't show up, but I guess that's out the window. Hate this world we live in. All right. You had a productive day. Yay. Love a productive day. I'm also having a productive day. Life is good. True that. No incompetent in charge right now. Oh no, I got failures. Yeah, I bet it's the lock file. Oh no. It's the test file. Getting complaints. Ooh. I got all sorts of complaints. We're gonna have to fix these up. All right, before I fix these build issues, let me just post. Oh, I post them in the chat. All right. Let me actually summarize. What did I even do in this PR? Who am I and what am I doing here? Let's close all that crap. Right. Previously, all PRs were assumed to be code typed. Code contributions. This parses out the PR title to be. This uses conventional commits parser. This friend. Conventional commits parser to map to parse type from the PR title. I just wish Twitter would die so we don't have to use it anymore. All right. Then that type is mapped to an Angular conventional commit. Angular commit with code as the fallback. Also adds unit tests. Yay, unit tests. All right. I'll note actually in the previous docs, I don't know if you can see this here, I mentioned all PR authors and co-authors, but here I don't actually mention. Oh, you know, I left this line in, but what I wanted to do was take that line out. So let me code. All PR authors and co-authors. For all PR and authors and co-authors. Okay, cool. So I had some failures, PMPMI, file up to date. Run lint, I think was one of them. Build -w. Heimdall from Thor. That's a good reference. All right, so I got a TypeScript complaints. Oh no, from parsed merged pull authors. A merged pull user is not compatible. String has no properties in common with type. Oh my god, I wrapped user null in quotes. Whoopsie poopsie. Fix that. All right. Why is my ESLint extension not doing the thing? There we go. Fix all auto fixable problems. Also pm run lint --fix. So that was TypeScript and ESLint. I also got this awesome tool knip hooked up in the repo. Boom. There we go. I got some unused exported types. Merged pull is not used. Ha. Okay. And then merged pull for authors is. I guess it doesn't need to be exported. Okay. And so those were unused. I don't mind exporting types that aren't used elsewhere, but knip filters from them, so whatever. Oh, also I always ask for .js file extensions because that's the type of bundling or lack of bundling that I use for build. Long story, not getting into it. I fix up docs and also build issues. Hooray! And I mistyped my quotes. Good push. You shall not pass. I love it. Previously or recently, my preferred linter GIF. Oh no! Where did it go? It was pinned for a little while. Where is it? Needs more lint rules. Where is it? Where did I put it? Did I get deleted or something? Did I delete this? I had one. There it is. Needs more lint rules. Tweeted on the 25th. This is my life right here. All right. We got PR file view open. PR is rebuilding. And lint packages. Reference dot starts with So this is a bug in this old pnpm deduplicate package that I'm using, which is actually deprecated. It's built that, like that feature to deduplicate your packages is built into PMPM now. So I'm just going to fix that in the main branch. Package JSON, engines, package managers, PMPM at 732. It's probably earlier in the stream I had an issue with my lock file, so I'm just going to reset that. RM, RF, node, modules, PMPM block. All right. Cowbell. So get add all, get commit. Oh man, what was the? I just learned this. The correct Angular convention type for what I'm trying to do. I think it's build is what I'm looking for. What does Angular say? Changes that affect the build system. Example scopes, gulp properly npm. Yeah, so this is build. Okay. Build. Builds bump PMPM to 8.3.1. And then I don't need PMD duplicate anymore because PMD dupe. You know what? My I know I liked Nico Swanzor. Hello. I liked chore. You know, but not meant to be. Okay, so in my template package, I've already applied this change. I've been meaning to move it to all my other things. But if we look at PMPM, yeah, I called it chore here, lol. So what I did was, let's see, I think nip had a bug that's fixed since, don't need development, oh no, I do need development docs, updated here, development MD, line 43, yeah, PM dedupe check, okay. So then in my package JSON lint packages is now PM dedupe check. Lint packages. I'm just gonna push to main. How's it going? Kevin, I'm great. Ooh, I need to PMPM dedupe. Hooray! Making progress. People in the chat. Kevin, I've been using GitHub Search. It's all right. I will say that it's like a built-in lesser version of SourceGraph is how I've experienced it. Like it's a little more convenient because it's built in, but SourceGraph is freaking awesome and I'd highly recommend. Really excited though that GitHub's like shipping this thing. It was in beta for a while. All right. So now we PMPM lint packages. Yeah, SourceGraph is wonderful. They also have one of the only good-ish, sometimes good AIs for coding that I liked. Cody, it's a nice little extension. All right. So I'm just going to push straight to main because I'm a maniac and I'm doing bad things with my life. So, all right. Let's see. GHPR checkout 6. Get. Oh, no, that's not 6. That's 10. Git merge main. API. Add all. Merge. Bird branch main. Oh man, I'm hungry. Is anyone else hungry all of a sudden? It's been one of those days where I'm just constantly eating. And I realized I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so that's probably why I'm constantly hungry. Pro tip. If you want to avoid binge eating, get your full 8 hours. What is this PR? What did I call this PR? What? Feet factor in semantic PR tags. I don't know how that thing got in there, but that's not good. What did I say needed? 8 hours of sleep? Or whatever your body prefers of the 8 hours of sleep. I'm being a little facetious because I realize I'm giving medical advice on a Twitch stream about open source code. So please don't get mad at me when I'm wrong for being wrong. But yeah, I personally find that I eat much more when I'm tired. Oh, and drinking water. Yes, +1. Always gotta hydrate. I normally keep a little bit of lemon in my water, right? Today I put it in the my little flamingo carafe jug. Cool. So just looking back through my changes, I added a dependency on conventional commits parser, which is this nice little package for parsing out the type of conventional commit from a title. So that's good. Mark is viewed. In my collection, I split out whatever parse merge pull authors and parse merge pull type from the merge pulls stuff. Collapsing tests for now. So for parse merge pull authors, I add the user login, and it's the same code as before, just like matching out co-authored by and the text for it. And then I authors.push. Cool. Then I filter to truthy authors. So that's nice. And I add a unit test for like a body that exists or doesn't exist. And then user login that exists or doesn't exist. Awesome. And then fallback, logic, chore, build, CI docs, and so on. Cool. Awesome. So I'm happy about this. Parse merge prototype is just like a 2-liner. Only a few branches of logic. Ooh. Oh, I love this first time chat. Hello, welcome to this stream, the channel. Ooh, I should undraft this. Ready for review. So, what are the interesting niches for JavaScript because the React market is overcrowded? I can neither agree nor disagree with the statement that React is overcrowded. It is pretty crowded, but it's also a big market. So maybe it's got a lot of people. It's a big fish, or a lot of fish in a big pond is the right analogy. Also, yeah, adjective, Allison. Less than 7 is tough. Multiple days in a row. My condolences. So I'd say the non-React frameworks are nice. There are fewer people. I'm sorry, the non-Next.js frameworks are nice because fewer React people use them. If you want to use like Remix, Astro, Nuxt, like Vue is actually really popular in some areas. Angular is great too. A lot of businesses use Angular. I don't know. React is not the only JavaScript UI/Vue plus state library out there. So if you want to look at its competitors like Vue and Angular, that works too. But also like Dino is awesome. Really like Dino. That's a growing market. So if you're, I'm guessing you're looking into this for jobs, let me know if not. Dino's a great place to be. So I'm happy with this PR and I'm going to merge. Yay. And also I want to see if my freaking automatic releases are working because I hate working on these GitHub Actions with releases. I hate it so much. If anyone wants to take a look, by the way, in my template-typescript-node-package, I got this really annoying issue that I just have been procrastinating looking at, where the post-release flow never runs, where someone had added this like nice little GitHub release commenter action that's supposed to post on issues and PRs saying, hey, this was released in version 1.2.3 or whatever. And I just, my post-release flow is never running. I don't know why. I hate looking into GitHub Actions. It's not that they're bad or whatever. It's just like, it's not the type of thing I enjoy looking into. Some people like some things, other people like other things. So if we look at the actions for this, post-release, no runs yet. Do I have a release? If we look at the commits, do we have a release? Come on. Did PR10 have a, what? What was the commit name? Oh, dang it. The commit name came in as the PR name, and then the feet went in the body out, so. I'll get commit feet, factor in semantic PR titles. So I'm going to amend the commit to be what I want, and then I'm going to get push force to main. Wait, no, wrong branch. Get checkout main. Get pull. I don't even know what I just did on that branch, if that'll change anything. Get commit m, get push force. I'm amused that it didn't yell at me for get push force into main. So, okay, so I made a commit on main. That was the wrong thing, like the wrong title. So now I redid the commit. I amended it to be the right title. So now we got a release flow that should run. We'll see what goes on. All right. It's, I'm happy. It's 3:25. 3:35 my time. I normally go for another like a little less than half an hour or so. So yeah, Chrissy, Cbid, you posted this this use effect thing. I think I'm ready to go onto it. But someone ask me questions or let me know if there are things you want to talk about with this all contributors action stuff. In the meantime, well, look at this. Oh. Is Bad Rivlog going to take a look at it? Should I, Oh, wait. Did Bad Rivlog want to... I'm, like, not used to this repo's conventions. I'm not familiar. Should I hold off on this because it was assigned to Bad Rivlog? Oh, yeah, they said would love to fix this issue. So I'm going to say I probably should not tackle this until it's been a few weeks and they haven't touched it. Or like they have explicitly said they're not going to work on it. Sorry. Let's look at other ready for dev things that have no assignee. Toast error on playground page. What's this? On the playground, if we somehow forget to add get username or add invalid JSON, it shows an error at the top, but it can be confusing for some users. First, if they scroll all the way to the bottom, it doesn't indicate any error. Say get username or add invalid JSON. So format validates get username required. Preview. I can see why that would be irksome. Oh, it looks like people are still discussing it. So maybe I should find an older issue that's not assigned to anyone. Oh, wow. They don't have a lot of unassigned issues. Good for them. Oof. Don't want to work on releases. What is S-bombs? Software bill of material. SB, this is not something I want to work on. Yeah, send me an issue that I can work on if you'd like me to, but oh boy, something not with releases or software bill of service. Good for them, honestly. One of the signs of a healthy repo, I think, one of the potential good signs, doesn't always have to be like this, is that there are a lot of issues that are assigned to people and being worked on. Like, look at this, 46 pull requests. A lot of them are actual like features and stuff, so that's good for them. That's awesome. Oh boy. You know what? I bet this is failing because I did a force push. Yeah, that's not good. Well, let's see. Commits. Yeah, I'm gonna manually do a release on this. Git pull, npm build, npm version, patch, git push, npm publish. Oh. 06 is already there, so let's put it 07, 007, npm publish. There we go, git push. Okay. So now in my commits, we just have an 007 and 06. Funny manual running. Love to see it. All right. Cool. I'm gonna work on my template package. See what we got here. So let's post on the socials then. So project, I want to work on this thing. I'm going to assign it to myself because, you know, it's been bugging me. I want to make it easier for people to use this thing. Improving the first run experience for my template TypeScript node package when a repo does being used to create a new repo. Cool. Save thing project. So I got this template TypeScript node package. I'm very pleased with this thing. It works as a GitHub template, which is like a not super often that I've seen used feature where you can create a new repo forking from a template. But you can also like manually copy and paste it into a new folder, or you can like git clone the thing into a folder of a different name and then try to post up to a repo with a different name. So I'm going to make it so that it'll offer to create a repo instead of if one doesn't yet exist for you. All right. Switching gears a bit. Boop, boop. So we'll dive into that. Ooh, you found one. Ooh, dev code. What is that? Google Auth. Oh, sorry. I feel bad that I keep shutting you down, but I really don't like working authentication. Yeah. This is a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. Sorry. What is dev code? Oh, wait. I've seen this before. Yeah. People have been making... Ooh, look at that. UI bug. Thanks for joining, Allison. Appreciate your kind words. I'll see you around. Hope to Twitch with ya. Look at this bug. I'm not gonna work on this because now sorry, I'm all excited about my thing. But yeah, they put the border radius on the wrong thing. Where's the... Oh, it's a border image. Interesting. Border radius. Doesn't it can be like... Does a border radius not work with border image? Huh. Oh, you need to use some fancy pseudo element. Okay, cool. Well, not for me. LOL. Anyway, so let me show off what happens here that I want to fix for. So let's say you've got a repo you want to make. You want to like git clone, template-typescript-node-package, jkg test new repo. You code jkg test new repo. Everything's going well. You read the getting started docs, which says click use this template, pm install. You don't have a repo yet, so you don't do these things. Then you do pm run setup. You say the new package is going to be jkg test, new repo, asdf. Oh god. What? Oh no. I hope I didn't accidentally change anything in this repo. Okay. Well, that's interesting. It got surprisingly far. Okay, so it failed when trying to hydrate repo labels. Okay. Could not hydrate initial repository settings. HB error. Okay, so yeah, this is just a bad error message here. I don't want to fix that. So this is something that has hit other people. Okay, I remember this now. Yeah, Takunomi Dev, someone who's been very kind and contributing to things here. From Senegal, fun fact. HB error 44 not found. Yeah, so I think... so previously we've been like, oh, it should just make the new repo for you. But what if you mistyped the repo and didn't want to, I don't know, like make a new one? What if it's a mistake? So in this thing, restore dot to reset everything. I'm going to set up instead of hydrating package metadata locally, at the very beginning, if there is, if the user hasn't specified that they want to skip using the API to do stuff, then I'm going to await yeah, I'm gonna say repository equals await ensure repository exists. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make this function. Yeah, I like this. All right. To do move elsewhere. I'm gonna say async function string. Check if repo exists. If it doesn't, offer to make a new one. Then return if used, return the new name. If canceled, return that. Ooh, quick little RuPaul codes. Is this a RuPaul joke or? Oh, RuPaul. Pardon me, that's their actual name. My bad. Ooh, wait. Look at that little GitHub. Oh, what a nice design. Like good color scheme, nice, like, I don't know, like consistent visuals, all segment stuff, very nice. Good for you, Rapali. Accessibility. Oh, accessibility. Okay, yeah, I'm putting this on my to-do. I love accessibility issues. Awesome, thank you. All right, so can't use colon string. It's just JavaScript. All right, so if we don't skip API, or if we skip API, then we just return repository. So I'll just move these up here. Cool. Yeah, you know what? Let me just move them below the skip restore. All right, so async function, ensure repository exists. Don't know if I'll want it here. Eventually, maybe I'll move it elsewhere in the file, but you know, whatever. Okay, so if we do skip the API, we return the repository itself. Otherwise, is there an octokit created anywhere? I think we can just like fetch github.com. Ah, we also need the owner. So I guess the repo needs to start off here and then might get modified later. So I'm going to move the owner up. Oh, you know what? I'll just move the owner to before the repository so we don't need to. I just hate reassigning variables, you know? Okay, so repository exists. Await fetch github.com owner repository. Result equals, and then return repository. What I'm going to do is log the results, and I'm actually going to like manually, yeah, I'm just going to like throw a new error flats and remove the code at the very end of this that like resets stuff and futzes around just because I don't want to have to keep reproducing things. Okay, so why does it do this to me? Maybe I'll run setup, owner, test, definitely does not exist. Repository wet. Okay, and the result is this response stream thing. Do I get like a results dot status? Symbol state. I don't even know what all that is. Why is my ESLint is failing? I don't know why, and I will not be investigating. Okay, so if the result is a 404, then you don't have permissions to see it. But I'm just now realizing also, hang on a second. Hang on. What if it's a private repository? If it's a private repository, I can't just fetch it. I would also need the user's auth whatever. And that is done way lower in the file. Great. So now I've got this like weird dependency ordering of logic thing where I want to, previously I only used the GitHub auth stuff later on, but now I actually want my OctoKit to exist much earlier. So I'm going to have to move this here. And then put let OctoKit. Ugh, this is getting so convoluted. I do not like this. Okay. So OctoKit actually comes real early before the repository. I'm going to move it here. Yeah, all right, so oops. Yeah, I'm going to move it even early. I'm going to move it super early to right after the skip API stuff. Okay. So skipping API hydration, skipping getting OctoKit Getting GitHub authentication. Checking GitHub. Oh, Kevin, your dog's name is Norm. Like, that's a cute, like from Cheers. Or thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on Thursday. Appreciate it. I say hi to the dog. All right. So, okay. So here we create the OctoKit early if we need it, because we'll need it in case the repo is private. Like from Cheers, where everyone knows your name. And later on, instead of checking if skip API, we can check if OctoKit exists. Cool. All right, so that looks good to me. So now that we create the OctoKit early, using your GitHub auth token, we can do like await octokit.read. Let's see, octokit.rest.repos.get. I'm gonna look up how to do this actually. Norms. Oh my God, look at this guy. I had a friend who had a dog, similar species, called Bernie. The friend is very liberal. Oh, look at that little... Oh, love it. Thank you for sharing. I love it. Cool. Repos.get. Oh my God, look at that. .get owner repo. I love it. Easy to use function. Okay. So octokit.rest.repos. Wait. Result equal. That's a bad typo. Result equals. Oh wait. Yeah. So now I'm gonna console log results and let's just see what happens. So owner is some bad owner and nothing happens. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay. What is going on? Let's see. Skip API. Just making sure I'm not skip APIing. In theory, I could like no debug or something. Nope. A, B, C, D. Look at my professional debugging skills. I am developer. Skip API is undefined. A. What? Oh, wait, A. Checking GitHub. Oh, do I need to... I think it's crashing because it was supposed to start a prompt or something. Oh, because these aren't actually defined. And I commented out all the error handling stuff. Okay. So let's, gonna move these elsewhere. Move these like to the very top or something. I don't know. Where is S created? What is S? S equals prompts.spinner. Okay. So now I got all my S functions, my spinner functions there. Okay. Checking console.log B is reached. Great. And I never actually get to see. Why is that? Is with spinner is also love to see it. Function with spinner. I should uncomment out the error handling logic. Async. Fetching GitHub auth status. Fetched GitHub auth status. Yay! So yeah, I'm gonna put back the handling for this. Wow. Oh no. Error. See what happens. Oh no, reference error repo is not the... I probably put repo instead of repository. Where is it? Repos.get. Yep. Repository. There it is. I am silly. Okay, we got our results. And This, I so strongly disagree. This is one of my big reasons why I don't like REST APIs. Y'all have watched me trigger myself. The concept of a 404 is, in my mind, not something that should be an error. Because sometimes when you're looking something up, it is expected that it might not exist. The concept of an error, for me, as an exception, is something that does not exist in the mental map of what could or should happen. But here, it's totally reasonable. Is there a way to like allow GitHub API don't throw on 404? Yeah. So catch. Ugh, error. All right, so let's see here. We got an error. What are we logging? Ugh is a request error, which is, oops. Can I get error.set? Because I just want to check if the status is 404. Can I, yeah, so if error.status is 404, so I guess if it's not a 404, throw error. Otherwise, so if the, okay. Sure, repository exists. So I guess we have to await the get and then return repository. Because the OctoKit API throws, the SDK throws on 404s, anger. That's the triumph emoji, not the one I'm looking for. Assume use a try. We use a try catch to check whether the repository exists. To check whether the repo. There. At this point, we can assume the repo didn't exist. We can either prompt the user can give a new one, or we can bail out. So let's do that. How do I get a value from the user here? What did I do previously? I did await prompts.text. Okay. So message. So the placeholder is the repository. The message is. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna have to while true this, because they so repository doesn't exist on, doesn't seem to exist on owner. You try. Do you want to create it or try a new name? So this isn't actually a prompts.text. This is like a prompts. Let's see. Do I want like a multi-select? So the library I'm using for prompts is black.cc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them, do you want to create a new one? And if so, then I will ask them for a new name. So select. Okay. Wait, select where the message is that thing. And then the options are value. selection. The value is, I don't know, rename. What would you like to do? Label. Ooh, I always emphasize label. Try again with a different name. Value is, ooh, I'll make this one value creates. Create a repository under that name. Create a new repository. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a new public repository because I'm not gonna deal with, you know, privacy and shenanigans. And then the bail. Bail out. And maybe try again later. Okay. Switch selection. Case bail. Return undefined. So if the repository doesn't exist, if there's no repository, what do we do if there's no repository? Do we return? Can I do that? Is this in a function? This isn't a giant try block. Okay. So I'm gonna say return. Instead of return, I'm gonna say throw new error. Cannot continue without a valid repository. Is there like a standard goodbye text or something? Yeah. I'm gonna extract goodbye or exiting. You know what? I'm gonna make this whole thing the cancel text. Yeah, make that a nice little constant. Then I'm going to use this cancel text. Throw the error. Bye. All right. So if they bail, we bail. If we say create, break. Then what would you like to call the repository? So the text component is literally just message, I think is fine. New repository. Ooh, yeah. We change the repository value to this thing and then we try again. And then oh wait, no, that's a rename, not create. Oops. Create. Oh wait, octokit.repos. What is the? Do I still have this octokit.rest repos? Did I get? Yeah. Repos.create. I'm gonna ask here. Right. Octokit.rest. Nope. Where's my octokit? I want the autocomplete, so I'm gonna go to definition. Here we go. I don't need any of these console logs anymore. Octokit.rest.repos.create. Nope. Create new repository. There's a gist. Repos.create in create in org. Why is that the name of it? Create fork, create an org. Okay. Can you like create in user, owner? How many creates do we have? Create for authenticated user. Create this. Okay, so you can either create it under the current user or under a specific org. Sure, why not? Let's hope this works. All right, so create octokit repos.create in org. So if we go to create in org and name. So org is owner, and then the name would be the name of the repository. And I would assume that this would throw an error if it's busted. Oh no, why is Prettier unhappy with me? Unexpected token line 60. What did I do? What's wrong? What? Oh my god, I removed all my console logs. That was foolish of me. I should not have done that. It's undo back to when I did that. Because they're actual console. Forget their actual console logs in this code base. Okay. So I really just wanted to delete these ones. And then the actual code. All right. Cool. So we asked the user, what do you want to do? Do you want to bail out, in which case we just throw an error with the standard cancel text? Do you want to create a new public repository, in which case we create an org under the owner? Or if you want to try again with a different repository, which is, I'm going to call this D for different. So I get this nice little like BCD. Different. But then it wraps to the next line. Whatever. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of code. Let's try this again. So what happens if I try under, ooh, where's the return? And where's the illegal return on line 241? We don't need that. That's not useful. Okay. Repository WAT doesn't seem to exist on blah, blah, blah. Bail out and maybe try again later. Let's make sure that works. Oh no. Cool. I think function handle cancel is probably just what I want to do here. I probably just want like a standardized cancellation thing. So this is fine. Handle cancel. Let's go with that. Let's try that again. Oh, I don't need to log my A, my B, or my skip API. All right. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Ah, I tried command seeing out and it kept being unhappy. So handle prompt cancel selection. There we go. Cool. So operation canceled, exiting setup, maybe try another time. Bye. Awesome. I'm getting annoyed about the node fetch warnings. Anyway, create a new public repository. This should throw an error because I'm not allowed. Oh no, great. And then the last one is try again with a different repository, ASDF. Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to try this under my actual owner name, Joshua K. Goldberg, and repository does not exist May 9th. Try again with a difference. Does not exist May 9 2. Create a new oh. How do you create a new public repository? That's unfortunate. Can I create under, what's the, create an org, create fork, create for authenticated user. For the other, how do I just want to be able to say like create repo under username and owner. Like, why is this difficult? Also, I'm going to do a quick little, This will get me like nice little IntelliSense, I hope. All right. Await octokit.rest.repos.create for authenticated user. Name repository and then owner. Login. User. Nope. Well, that's upsetting. GitHub API create new repo. Creates an organization repository. But is creating, does anyone know this? Is creating a new user in an organization the same as creating it under a user? Like, is a user an organization? Create new person under user. I just realized I actually want this to be a fork because I want to use the template because I'm using a template. Is there a repos.template thing? Create using template. Yes. Ugh. What a relief I don't have to use this crap. GitHub repos API. GitHub REST. Create using template. Here we go. All right. Where is create using template? Template owner, template repo name. So that's template owner, template repo. And then, awesome. I can provide an owner, and then I can also say the name of the repo. I love this. This is great. So I can say create using template. Oops. Template owner, Joshua. I can just hard code myself because I know I'm the creator of the template. Template-typescript node-package, and then name is repository, and it's owner. And I sort alphabetically. Awesome. Okay, this feels good. I am happy with this. So what I want to do is create a new public repository. Please, for the love of heaven. Yay! So I created repository does not exist May 9th. So in theory, if we go to Joshua K. Goldberg does not exist May 9th without the period in the title. Oh, what a feel. Oh, thank heavens it exists. Good stuff. Wow. Awesome. Okay. Does not exist. Hooray, updated. ASDF temp. So now that it's doing all these things, the repo should... Come on. What? You didn't do the, oh. Get your hydrated repo. Now if I, ah, man. Well, it looks like I've got some bugs here where... Oh, shoot. I pushed to the wrong... Shoot. Whoops. Pushed to the wrong repo. That's embarrassing. Yee. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I guess this repo, no one uses the npm package. It's not like it's a real. So I'm going to cancel this workflow. All right, that's funny. Okay, cool. Okay. So I think the lesson learned here is that Git is complicated, but I'm not going to get into it. If someone wants to report an issue, they can, but I'm not going to touch this crap. Okay, so this makes me happy. This actually works. Yay, good. Let me uncomment all this stuff. Whew. I'm tired. I'm going to post this PR up and then find someone to raid. It has been a long day. A long, good day. All right. But the only things I actually want to change. You know what? I don't even want to change in this repo. I want to change in the templates. Are the setup. Git checkout main, git pull, PMI, voila. Cool. So git checkout the create setup, create setup, offer repo alternatives. Let's call it that. So let's quickly just scan through. This is more refactory than I thought it would be. Oh well. I added, let's see, operation cancel. So I added like a general function to handle cancel, which is used if the, expected, oh, I should have. ESLint doesn't know that the handle cancel function breaks or like returns never. So I'll just appease it. That's funny. It also doesn't know no constant condition. I don't agree with this link rule. That's too opinionated. I'm gonna ignore it. So the no constant condition ESLint rule says don't use while true. But like, I'm a big kid. Shut up. As much as I love ESLint, I think one of the most powerful things you can do as a user of it is disable rules that don't work for you. Okay. So yeah, anyway, handle cancel is like a reusable thing. Handle prompt cancel already existed. Success spinner block and I moved. Same with skip. I'm gonna just alphabetize these. Love me an alphabetization. And then this async function with spinner was also created elsewhere. Okay. Next up, I moved the thing to console.log. Nope. I moved a thing that creates OctoKit up because I need to use it earlier on. I'm gonna. Does this need to be here? Does get default settings use any variables or anything? Yeah, it uses whatever. Anyway, so I moved the OctoKit creation stuff up, which means now I get owner first and then repo, so that in ensure repository exists. I think this is a fine place for it. It's kind of disorganized, this whole file. So now if we skip API, we just return the repository. Now while true, we await OctoKit rest repos gets, try to return that. And then if the thing 404 is, I'm going to move this down. We'll continuously pester the user for a new name until they bail, create a new one, or it succeeds. For a repository. Or their name, or it exists. Cool. Cool. So yeah, we'll continuously ask the user for a thing. We'll try catch, wait OctoKit rest repos gets, returning the repo if that succeeded. And then if the error is not a 404, it's a real error, we throw it. Otherwise, a 404 means the repo doesn't exist, which means we prompt the user. I like this. This makes, sense to me. Repo doesn't seem to exist on owner. Say under. What would you like to do? Bail out and maybe try again later. Create a new public repository. Let's just say create a new repository, because I don't know if it'll be public. And then try again with a different repository. We handle what happens if they cancel. What is it if they cancel? Problems.isCancel. Value is symbol. Okay. Is there a way to get that value? Could I use that value in my switch statement? Node, put stars prompts. Const prompts equals await import clack prompts. Do I get this? Yeah, prompts dot cancel. That is a function. Prompts dot is cancel is a thing? Get cancel symbol. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. So if they, based on those three things, either they bailed and we bail, we handle the cancel, or they asked to create it, which we'll try to do for them, and this will just throw an error naturally if it fails. And if they ask for a different repo, we'll prompt for a new one, which will cause the while loop to continue. Awesome. And the rest of it is just removals of things that are elsewhere, and now we check if OctoKit exists for the skipping API hydration or not part. All right. This makes me happy. Hit commit m feat offer repository alternate offer to create or use a different repository in setup. Yeah. Cool beans. Gonna draft this so I can post it around like a social individual. Hooray! So yeah, just last warning. I'm gonna fill out this repo, answer any last questions or topics y'all have, and then rate someone. So let me know if there's anything you wanna talk about. And voila, the PR. Yay. Man, I'm gonna have to update my YouTube template to also mention Blue Sky. This is the first time I'm posting on Blue Sky. All right. Let's get to it. Excuse me. So number 183 uses a while true to continuously check if the repository exists. If it doesn't, the user can either bail out, change, shoot, I already forgot what it is, bail, create, or try again. Yeah. But tired. Or try again. With a different. Moves the OctoKit creation logic up in the file so that it can be used for repository checking. This is necessary because the owner might be a private user or organization /user. And I already see that there's a build failure with the setup script. Love to see it. Oh boy. And it's error could not hydrate repository labels. Isn't that great? GH label list. Why are we doing GH label list in the setup? We shouldn't even have an OctoKit. So the setup script that's being run in end-to-end tests is made so that excuse me, we run pm run setup with a description, owner title, and skip API. Oh my god, did I do if OctoKit? I said if the Octo exists, then we skip API hydration, but that's silly. It's if not OctoKit. If not OctoKit. All right, cool. So I sure hope this works because I am tired and I want to go home. As in I want to leave this office and go have a snack. Because as I mentioned, I'm tired, hungry, and ready to overeat. Yay. In the background, I'm also going to delete the repo that I made for testing. Deletes. They like revamped this flow a little bit. It's kind of nice. Password. Wouldn't y'all like to know? Cool. If not OctoKit, come on. Funny, all that work is just two files change, and one of them's just an ESN rule. Honestly, a lot of this is just moving around stuff, but... Oh. What happened here? I didn't mean to change that. Whoopsies. Let's go down the file. Didn't want to... Oops. Ugh. Can't have that. All right. What is this? The sad face. There were a lot of blank lines around those things. Must have, like, when I was messing around with console logs. Moved those by accident. Okay. Well, looks like the last of the accident changes. Whoops, removed a couple lines. Ready for review. By me. I reviewed the thing. All right. My back. Ugh. And now we wait. This setup script 1 tends to take the longest. Oh, look at that speedy install. I love PNPM so much. It's such a great package. Such a great little tool. Ooh, excuse me. And everyone is passing. Hooray! Come on, Knip. Yay! Merged. Good stuff. Boop. Awesome. Down to 17 issues. Awesome. Okay. That makes me happy. I'm good to go. Thanks y'all for hanging out. Last thing we should do is figure out who should we raid. Got a lot of people. Oh, Jen Junod! With only 3 people, that's a shame. Jen deserves more. So let's start that raid. But this was an absolute pleasure. And as always, everyone, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or comments or things you want to talk about. Also, don't forget to support my work, which I've forgotten to post the links for, but oh well. Find me on GitHub Sponsors. Buy my book. Bye!